Students, we have already started chapter 3 ruling for countryside. Now in this class we see the topic crops for Europe. The British also realized that countryside could not only yield revenue, it could also grow the crops that Europe required. By the late 18th century, the company was trying its best to expand the cultivation of opium and indigo. In the century and the half that followed, the British persuaded or forced cultivators in various parts of India to produce other crops. Which are the other crops? Jute, tea, sugarcane, wheat, cotton and rice. And which are the parts? We see one by one: jute in Bengal, tea in Assam, sugarcane in the United Provinces. United Provinces word now we use as a Uttar Pradesh. Wheat in Punjab, cotton in Maharashtra and Punjab, and rice in Madras. Madras now we say the Chennai. How was this done? The British used a variety of methods to expand the cultivation of crops that they needed. Let us take a closer look at the story of one such crop. We have to clear when we see the one story of crop, one such method of production. Now here are two figures. One figure is figure number 5. A kalamkari print. 20th century in indigo. This print is a crop of indigo production, and namely said that Kamalkari print. And figure 6, a Morais cotton print, cotton fabric print named Morais. Late 19th century, and this can be seen in England. Does color have a history? Figure 5 and 6 are two pictures of cotton prints, both the images of cotton prints. The image on the left, figure 5, shown a Kamalkari print created by weavers of Andhra Pradesh in India. This print, Kamalkari print, is woven by weavers of Andhra Pradesh in India. And on the right, this is a floral cotton print designed and produced by William Morris, a famous poet and artist of 19th century Britain. There is one of thing common in the two prints. Both use a rich blue color. Now one thing is clear that in both the prints blue color is commonly used, rich blue color, commonly called the indigo, and we can say the indigo means both the prints are indigo print in common cotton fabric. Now we don't know कि how is the color was produced, color कैसे print के अंदर fabric में then have produced. The blue that you see in these prints was produced from a plant called indigo. This blue color weavers have used in the print was produced from a plant. एक plant होता था plant, वो plant name is indigo. It is likely that the blue dye used in the Morais prints in 19th century Britain was manufactured from indigo plants cultivated in India. For India was the biggest supplier of indigo in the world at that time. Now it is very clear that at that time India is the very bigger supplier of indigo in the world at that time. Now next topic, the why the demand for indigo, Indian indigo. At everywhere, Indian indigo's demand is very popular. The indigo plant grows primarily in the tropical area. They are planting the indigo plants. By the 13th century, Indian indigo was being used by cloth manufacturers in Italy, France, and Britain to dye cloth. Afterward, these Indian indigo were used by the different manufacturers in Italy, France, and Britain for the dye purposes in the cloth. However, only small accounts of Indian indigo reached the European market and its price was very high. European cloth manufacturers therefore had to depend on another plant called the wad, W-A-D, wad, to make violet and blue dyes. Being a plant of the temperate zones, wad was more easily available in Europe. It was grown in northern Italy, southern France, and in parts of Germany and Britain. Worried by the competition from indigo, wad producers in Europe persuaded their governments to ban the import of indigo. Now what had happened now? Competitors. इंडिगो जो प्लांट था उसके सामने एक अनदर आया वॉट, WAD वॉट. तो वॉट प्रोड्यूस दोज हु हैव प्रोड्यूस्ड वॉट इन यूरोप forcefully persuaded their government to ban the import of indigo. Cloth dyers, however, preferred indigo as a dye. Indigo produced a rich blue color, whereas the dye from wad was pale and dull. Now, both indigo plant and wad plant, but indigo plant produce a rich blue color, and dye from wad, W-A-D wad, was pale, light yellow, and a dull color. By the 17th century, European cloth producers persuaded their governments to relax the ban on indigo imports. So they had to reback their जो बैन करा था इंडिगो इंपोर्ट पर, उन्होंने वो कम कर दिया, मतलब देयर गवर्नमेंट को to relax the ban on indigo import. The French began cultivating indigo in Saint Domingue in the Caribbean islands, the Portuguese in Brazil, the English in Jamaica, and the Spanish in Venezuela. Indigo plantations also came up in many parts of North America. Now, indigo plantation meaning here is given plantation, a large farm operated by a planter employing various forms of forced labor. Plantations are associated with the production of coffee, sugarcane, tobacco, tea, and cotton. Now, not only the indigo plant they have to produce, but they are plantations are associated with the another production of coffee, sugarcane, tobacco, tea, and cotton. By the end of the 18th century, the demand for Indian indigo grew further. Now, afterward, the demand for indigo grew further. Britain began to industrialize and its cotton production expanded dramatically, creating an enormous new demand for cloth dyes. While the demand for indigo increased, its existing supplies from the West Indies and America collapsed for a variety of reasons. Between 1783 and 1789, the production of indigo in the world fell by half. Cloth dyers in Britain now desperately looked for new sources of indigo supply. From where could this indigo be produced?